What's going on, guys? We are back with another video. We are in the Dyno room. We have an S650 behind us, and just released today, Friday, HP Tuners released tuning support publicly for the S650. You guys saw I was a hater, you know, and a little bit is just kind of poking fun, but I wasn't super excited about this platform until tuning was available. Guess what? Today it's available. We're gonna be tuning Jordan's car today, and we will be able to tune customer cars after today as well, both in person, and we will be doing a remote. You just got to remember this stuff is brand new, so there might be bugs and a bunch of different things going on. We're gonna be loading the tune in here, and you guys are gonna see it live today. We're gonna do a tune only. This car is bone stock filters, stock everything, 93 octane, and then we're gonna try to drain the tank and put full E85. We're gonna up the rev limiter. We're gonna add some spark advance, play with the VCT, and see what we can do. You know, there's a chance we might not get to the full potential today, you know, because we're gonna be doing R&D testing on the tuning and improving it. So things are gonna be constantly changing.
Dude, S650 tuning?
Oh yeah, when we switch over to full E85, we're gonna have to figure out how to drain it. We'll see if we can do it like we do with the S550s. So if you look on screen here, we are writing into the S650 right now. We'll make sure this starts up, make sure everything's good, make some changes, and try to make some more power. All right, ready to go.
All right, sounds pretty good. I didn't realize these things were that loud, bone stock.
433, 394.
Dude, that's pretty decent.
Not bad. I made the exact same. We'll try a third gear too. Third gear, see if it goes out to 8,000.
Oh yeah.
Went out to 8,000.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it, bud. What do we got here on third gear?
Nothing fancy yet, nothing fancy. Andrew from the future here, and while editing the video, we looked back and we said, well, we didn't really get a good baseline, and this is why. Jordan has actually been running this car on E30 for a while, and the factory tune does a fantastic job of adding timing, so it actually made really good power on E30. We weren't gonna drain the tank to put 93 back into it to get a baseline. We were just gonna drain it once. So we don't have numbers on this car on a straight 93 tune, but we do have an idea of where it's gonna land with E30, which is about 434, 435, something like that. So we're gonna go right over to E85 because it was the easiest thing for us to test with this car. We'll be doing more testing with some stock cars and some modded cars on both 93 and E85. We don't really see a need for E30. E30 is probably more similar to like running Mustang, but E30 has its benefits too. So let's go ahead and drain the tank. Let's get some E85 in here and let's see if we can make some power.
All right, bud, I see you got the jugs out. What's going on here?
E85. I'm gonna break the S650 record.
Oh yeah? Is that the plan?
Yeah. As I spill it all over his paint. Oh, damn it. That was supposed to be a joke. That was supposed to be a joke.
No, he did that for real.
His car's collapsed. E85 going in. We're gonna load in the E85 tune, make some tune changes, and hopefully make something like a 450 something wheel.
Smells a little different now. Whew. First startup on straight E85.
Oh yeah.
Ready to make some power?
Hopefully.
What are we thinking here? 440, 450?
Well, even though we drained the tank the best we could, it's probably still gonna mix in, so we might have a little bit of work, but hopefully once we're done and on full E, you know, we can see like a 450 number.
Nice.
We're on the right track. We still got another like 6 degrees we can add to it. So it's just gonna be a fun. We gotta kind of work all the spark tables in. We got 442, 397. So, and you can see gains through the whole curve. So, and that's only to 7,000 because that's where the speed limiter is. So we got more tuning to go, but that's progress for sure. So the car hates the dyno. Eric Brooks at HP told me that they're working on some things to make it so it doesn't get mad every time you tune it. But every time I load a tune in it on the dyno, it gets super mad. It still has traction control and some other things off. Oh wait, that's blind spot. But it gets super mad and doesn't work. So I kind of decided to take it out on the street, get the tune dialed in, then just strap it down to the dyno for a number. Because every time I make one pull and then make a change, the car is mad and I gotta take it back off the dyno. It's been 3 times today. See that 8,000?
That felt good. Oh my gosh. 8,000.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah. So many MT82s are gonna leave the chat now that tuning
I
is
shift
out.
this slow because I know it's an MT82.
I was just thinking about it and I was like, what? That's
Like
when,
I shift it like quickish, but like not slamming it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not my car.
yeah. It just keeps revving. That's crazy.
It's pretty good. Just got back from the little test drive and it rips. So I'm loading another tune in because my laptop was getting a little low. We're probably going to do a little bit more street tuning, see if we can get it a little bit spicier before we put it back on the dyno, because this car hates the dyno. It's something that'll probably be fixed here soon. Like I said, day 1 of the S650 tuning. We've had some of these issues with the Whipple cars, but the Whipple cars, and there's not a lot of tuning. You'll basically just make 2 pulls on the dyno and then unstrap it because it was already done. But with doing multiple pulls, multiple flashes, the ABS system will just piss off the whole car. But we took the car out and it performs fantastic on the street. So it's been a long day, but we're gonna do a few more pulls and then hopefully we'll end it off in the morning with a final pull on E85 and actually make some power. All right, guys, it's gonna be a good morning. Yesterday, we had a uphill climb with a lot of issues with the S650 tuning, day 1 of release, but I'm feeling pretty good. We ended up basically saying, screw the dyno, took it out on the street, and got the tune dialed in. It's holding pretty good spark. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like I said, you know, still stock cat, stock everything. We have some parts on the way to basically turn this up and do some kind of like full bolt-on testing. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I did also learn something, and there's also an update to VCM Editor this morning, so we're going to do that as well. But I learned there's a dyno mode override that should hopefully fix our issues with the manual car. I'm not positive because the manual cars aren't clearing codes after you flash. So right now we took this right off the street, we strapped it down to the dyno. I know it's going to make a clean lick, hopefully. And hopefully we can get a good dyno reading. The tuning part on the street is not a problem. This car doesn't make enough power to spin the tires like crazy, so that's not a problem. Let's hope we get a good horsepower number. I want to do a lot more with VCT testing, but for now, we're gonna basically put together what I think is gonna be a pretty solid starting tune, and this is gonna be an active developing situation, you know, as we log and test and tune more of these, and we find new things.
Now, I will say, I heard this thing rips a little bit.
Oh, it does.
I heard this thing's a little bit of a rocket ship right now.
I mean, I wouldn't say rocket ship. I mean, I drive 4-digit horsepower cars, but it's fun. It is a lot of fun.
I heard that 8,000 RPM really makes a big difference on this thing.
It makes a big difference, especially on the manual car, because the gearing was just so weird. Even Jordan said it before. He would have to shift to fourth before the speed limit. But like 115, he had to shift to fourth. Now he can rank third out to right about like 127, 130.
Nice.
Which is huge if you are roll racing, you know, at the track. But yeah, I'm gonna start it up, get it idling, get it up to temp, and then we'll make a few hits. And if you guys are interested in tuning your S650, we're ready to go ahead and do some NA tuning. Again, it's gonna be an active developing situation. As of right now, it can only be done in-house. We don't know how long it's gonna be for remote tuning. We might offer the pre-order for remote tuning, which we'll leave the link in the description. Just know that it could be a while.
All right, let's see if we can make a good power number this time around. Full E85, the car is still completely stock. Let's see what happens. All right.
.453.
Okay.
Has 7,000 hitting the speed limiter. 416 torque.
That's pretty good.
So we're up pretty good. Oh,
Yeah.
God, auto turn off. I'm gonna run it in third real quick
Okay.
before it gets really mad.
So that was a fourth gear full. Did 453. We're gonna do a third gear full, just so we can run it all the way out to 8,000. Hey, got a little BQ verbal tune on that thing.
So in third, it makes less power, but we picked up a ton of power here, 439, 389, and we're actually seeing this similar fall off to the Gen 3 intake that we have out here. My guess is our fourth gear peak power is actually going to peak out at 7,200, so we're probably going to see like a 456, 458 number, but I'm super happy with a 453. We're just going to run it one more time. Sometimes these cars make a little bit more power with some heat in them, so let's run it in fourth and see if we can back that up. But I'm stoked on that. Like, after all the work yesterday, I wouldn't say this is a crazy tune. It's about 30 degrees peak up top, and it's got a slow ramp into it. Very early in the development, but we've made great power, so I'm really, really happy about that.
Must have done something good.
458. I told you, sometimes they pick up.
Whoa.
458, 415.
Dude,
let's
good
go.
for stock.
Let's run it again. The knock sensors are learning too.
You think it's gonna pick up more?
No, I just want to see it. Sometimes it's just nice to see it like keep picking up, or when it starts to level off.
Okay.
So we'll run it one more. No, but 457, it held.
Okay.
That is very well backed up. That's awesome.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Jordan's gonna be stoked.
He's gonna be stoked.
Sick, dude.
Dude, I'm really happy with that after all the trouble we had yesterday.
I think that might be a wrap on the first S650 tune.
Well, for the very first testing, I'm very happy with this, and I know it rips on the street because I tested it. So, yeah, we'll gather our thoughts. I'm gonna look over these logs, and I'm stoked. And we're doing more stuff to this. We got long tube headers coming, and we also have some seated cold airs we're gonna test as well. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So S650 tuning went really well. Yesterday was a little bit of a bumpy road, but it's just going to be getting smoother and smoother as we work out the bugs. HP Tuners works out the bugs. So we made 457 and 458 back-to-back in fourth gear. We still have a rev limiter at 7,000. So we're expecting to see probably maybe a 3, 4, 5 horsepower increase because it seems like it likes to make peak at 72, 7,300, which is very similar to the Gen 3 Mustang. We're gonna be doing some more changes with like VCT and stuff like that. So this is a very early development of this, but I wanted to get a video out. We're gonna continue tweaking on this and go from there, but I'm really happy with those results so far. 8,000 RPM really wakes up the manual car because they really needed the added RPM, especially for just the fun factor on the street. If you guys are interested in getting some tuning, I'm going to leave the link down in the description for the pre-order. This is going to include an RTD Gen 4, which will ship those as soon as they're available. The TDN network is not quite ready. That's the phone app that we use with HP Tuners. So you can go ahead and order that, but as soon as that stuff's available, we'll be able to go ahead and tune your car. If you guys are local or want to bring your car, you can go ahead and bring it down. Naturally aspirated, we're pretty much ready to take people in next week. You got to be patient. We might still do drop-offs for that because we might have some issues. We might need HP to build the stock file because it's having some issue pulling the files out. Everything here is like basically beta testing. The VCM editor is actually called beta. If you guys are in the software world, you know what that means. If you guys are liking the S650 content, definitely leave a like down below. Leave a comment, something positive. I know there's a lot of haters out there with this tuning stuff going all over the place. Tell those idiots to screw off. We're doing some cool stuff here. And leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and pick up a tune if you want to get your S650 tuned.